Today, we're talking about a major proposal that could change the way mobile users in Pakistan manage their prepaid balance. The Pakistan Telecommunication Authority, commonly known as PTA, has introduced a new idea that could protect millions of mobile users from losing their prepaid balance. According to the proposal, prepaid mobile balance may soon remain valid for the entire active life of a SIM card. In simple terms, this means that if the policy is approved, your prepaid balance would no longer expire after a short period of time. Instead, it would stay available as long as your SIM card remains active. This proposal is part of a consultation paper recently released by the PTA. The authority has shared this document with telecom companies as well as the public to gather feedback. People and organizations have been invited to submit their opinions and suggestions until March 16, 2026. The main goal behind this proposal is to strengthen consumer protection across Pakistan's telecom industry. The PTA argues that prepaid balance should be treated as an advance payment made by consumers. When someone adds credit to their mobile account, they are essentially paying in advance for future services such as calls, SMS, or mobile data. Because of that, the regulator believes it is unfair for telecom operators to remove or expire that balance after a limited validity period. This issue affects a very large number of people. According to the consultation paper, nearly 97% of mobile users in Pakistan rely on prepaid services rather than postpaid plans. That means almost the entire mobile subscriber base could benefit from stronger protection of prepaid balances. The PTA explained that many users lose their unused balance due to various everyday situations. For example, some people use their SIM cards only occasionally. Others may keep a secondary SIM card that they use only when needed. There are also cases where individuals travel abroad for long periods and their SIM cards remain inactive during that time. In these situations, unused credit often expires before the user has a chance to use it. The authority also mentioned that it has received multiple complaints from consumers about prepaid balance disappearing automatically even though they had already paid for the service. Many users feel frustrated when they lose money simply because the validity period expired. To better understand the issue, the PTA reviewed the current practices used by major telecom companies operating in Pakistan. These include companies like Jazz, Telenor Pakistan, Zong, and Ufone. During this review, the authority discovered that different operators follow very different policies when it comes to balance validity. Recharge amounts and validity periods vary significantly from one company to another. In some cases, unused balance expires completely after a certain number of days. In other cases, telecom companies temporarily block the balance once the validity period ends. The balance may only become usable again after the user performs another recharge. Although most operators send SMS notifications to warn users before their balance expires, the PTA believes that these alerts are not enough to prevent consumer losses. Many users still end up losing money simply because they forgot to recharge in time or were unable to use their SIM card during the validity period. To explore possible solutions, the regulator also examined telecom policies in other countries. The consultation paper highlights that several international markets have adopted more consumer-friendly systems. In some regions, unused prepaid balance remains valid for a much longer time. In others, telecom companies allow users to request refunds for unused balance after proper verification. These global examples show that protecting prepaid credit is technically possible and already being implemented in many parts of the world. Based on this research, the PTA has suggested a new framework that could improve fairness for mobile users in Pakistan. One key element of the proposal involves linking prepaid balance to subscriber verification records. Pakistan already uses a verification system based on CNIC identification and Know Your Customer, often called KYC procedures. By connecting prepaid balance to these verified records, telecom operators would be able to identify the rightful owner of the balance more easily. This would make it possible to restore unused balance or process refunds if necessary. Under the proposed policy, prepaid balance would remain valid as long as the SIM card stays active under the PTA's lifecycle regulations. In other words, the balance would not disappear just because a certain number of days have passed. As long as the SIM remains active, the credit would stay in the user's account. If the SIM card becomes deactivated, the proposal still provides options for the user. For example, if the SIM is reactivated later, the remaining balance could potentially be restored to the account. Alternatively, the user might be able to request a refund of the unused credit. This refund could be transferred through a bank account or mobile wallet service after proper verification of the subscriber's identity. According to the PTA, the main objective of this proposal is to create a more transparent and fair system for telecom consumers. The authority wants to introduce a single, uniform policy that applies across the entire telecom industry. By doing so, it hopes to reduce confusion among users and ensure that all operators follow the same consumer protection standards. If implemented, this change could significantly improve trust between telecom companies and their customers. Instead of worrying about losing unused balance, users would feel more confident about recharging their accounts whenever they need to. However, it is important to remember that this proposal is still in the consultation phase. Telecom companies and members of the public still have time to review the idea and provide feedback before a final decision is made. The feedback period will remain open until March 16, 2026. After reviewing the responses, the PTA may decide to move forward with the proposal, modify certain aspects of it, or develop additional guidelines to ensure that the policy works smoothly for both operators and consumers. If the proposal is eventually approved, it could mark an important step towards stronger consumer rights in Pakistan's telecommunications sector. For millions of prepaid mobile users, this could mean no more worrying about losing their balance due to short validity periods. Instead, their prepaid credit would remain available for as long as their SIM card stays active. And that would represent a major shift in how prepaid mobile services work across the country.